Welcome to Auction version 4, the event management software tool from Auction Systems. In this video I will show you how to restore a project from a backup of that project. What is a backup? A backup is a copy of a project exactly as it appeared when the backup was made. A backup contains all the files in the project database, zipped together into a much smaller ACB file that can be copied to a flash drive or emailed to a colleague. There are two types of backups, user-initiated backups and auto backups made by Auction, automatically at critical times such as when a project is opened, when 100 changes were made, or before an import, etc. A user-initiated backup, unless the user changed the name of the file, will include the name of the project followed by the year, month, day, and time in 24-hour time that backup was made. The name of an auto backup will not have the name of the project, but it will have the year, month, day, and time in 24-hour time followed by the event that triggered the auto backup, such as an open, a pre-import, changes, etc. A backup file cannot be opened without Auction. So if you receive a backup of a project as an attachment to an email or on a flash drive, you must have Auction installed on your computer in order to restore the backup. If you receive the backup as an attachment to an email, you must save the attachment somewhere on the computer in order to restore it, and the optimal place to store the backup is in the Project Backups folder in the Auctions folder, in Public Documents, on the C drive of your computer. To restore a backup in the Projects task on the Home Task ribbon, click Restore Backup. If the backup you want has been saved to the default Project Backups location on the computer, the backup will appear in the Project Backups window on the right. Double-click it to select it. If the backup is saved in a different location, or is an auto backup saved in the Auto Backups folder for that project on this computer, use the file tree in the center to browse to the location the file is saved. When you select the correct folder, the auto backup will appear on the right for you to select. Or if you prefer, use the File Explorer outside of Auction to locate the backup. Right-click on it and choose Copy. Then return to Auction and paste the file right here to select the backup. Next you will see this screen where you must select the location to restore the backup to. The default location will be selected for you and you will see any other projects stored in that location. If the backup you are restoring has the same name as your project stored in this default location, restoring it here will overwrite your project. So, if this backup you wish to restore is from a colleague and you wish to look at it without overwriting your project by the same name, you will want to restore it to a different location using the file tree on the left, or click the New Folder button to create a new folder that you will use as the location to restore the backup, so it will not overwrite your project. Here's a note of caution. If you and your colleague are both working on your own project and those projects have the same name, renaming a backup will not fool Auction. If the underlying project in the zip file has the same name as your project, it will overwrite your project if you restore to the same location your project is stored. Once the correct location to restore is selected in the file tree on the left, click the Use Selected Location button on the ribbon. If the location you're restoring the backup to has a project by that name in the same location, you will see this warning asking if you want to continue. If you click Yes, Auction will continue with the overwrite. But just in case, when the project reopens and you decide the overwrite was a mistake, before overwriting, Auction will have made an auto backup of your previous project before the overwrite. So all is not lost if you find out yes was the wrong thing to do. You can always restore from that auto backup to get back to where you were. If you click no, the auto backup will not be restored to that location and the overwrite will not occur. Thank you for joining us.